Hello, and welcome to the fifth part of my import guide for the Switch version of Monster Hunter Double Cross. This time we'll be talking about the pre-quest ritual, key quests, special quest conditions, and food skills. There are some things we all do, or at least that we should do before every quest. First, we pick a rank or special quest type, depending on what options are available. This is low rank, this is high rank, this is G rank, and this yellow tab is special permit quests. Next, we pick a quest, paying close attention to what type of quest it is. The text up here is telling us what type of quest it is, but thankfully we don't have to actually read it as it's color-coded. Green is gathering, red is slaying, pink is hunting, blue is capturing, purple is special, which tends to mean one big monster in a special arena, and brown is prowler. And of course, if you aren't the one posting the quest, you can easily tell what type of quest it is by looking at the color of the icon above the host's head. With green for gathering, red for hunting or slaying, gray for capturing, purple for special, brown for prowler, or blue for arena. But before selecting a quest, you may have noticed something unfamiliar. There's a box up here with a monster icon in it. That's the Monster of the Day, a new feature in Monster Hunter Double Cross. The first time you complete any quest featuring that monster, you'll get some fixed extra rewards, which you can check by pressing the X button. Unfortunately, these are almost exclusively low-rank parts, regardless of what rank you are or what rank you do the quest in. The monster cycles at 5 AM and 5 PM based on your system clock, and choosing this magenta tab will display all available quests featuring the monster. When choosing quests, we should also pay attention to the locations the quests take place in, handily shown here in icon form when accepting the quest. For your convenience, I'll be showing the icons and Japanese text for each location, along with their English localized, or where those are unavailable, translated names. This information can also be found linked in the description below. Here we have the Jurassic Frontier. This represents the Verdant Hills. This one represents the Arctic Ridge. Hot drinks are required in most areas. This represents the Misty Peaks. This represents the marshlands. Hot drinks are required in the caves. This represents the dunes. Cool drinks are required in the southwest areas. This represents the deserted island. This represents the volcano. Cool drinks are required in most areas. This represents the ancestral steppe. This represents the primal forest. Look out for poison bogs. This represents the frozen seaway. Hot drinks are required in all areas. This represents the volcanic hollow. Cool drinks are required in the southern areas. This represents the desert. Cool drinks are required in these three areas, and hot drinks are required in the cave. This represents the jungle. And this represents the ruined ridge. Unfortunately, the rest of the areas share the same icon, so we're left with only the text and sometimes the monster for our clues as to which locale it'll be. Thankfully, there are only two where we need to bring drinks, and they're easy to pick out. This is the arena. There are ballisti here. This is the vertical sleigh ground. There are ballisti and a dragonator here. This is the flooded sleigh ground. This is the sanctuary, home to Shigarum Gala. This is Wyvern's End, home to Nakarkos. There are ballisti here. This is the Forlorn Arena. This is Ingle Isle, home to a Cantor, a Latrion, and Crimson Fatalis. It has the same final kanji as the Deserted Island, as they're both islands. Cool drinks are required here. This is the Polar Field, home to Ukamos. It's only got 2 characters in its name, and the second one is trapped in a box, as if it's been frozen in a block of ice. Hot drinks are required here. This is the Sacred Pinnacle, home to Amatsu. There are ballisti here. This is Castle Shrade, home to Fatalis and White Fatalis. There are ballisti, cannons, and a dragonator here. This is the Fortress, host to Laoshan Lung. There are ballisti and rail cannons here. Finally, this is the Old Fortress Ruin, home to Atlal Ka. There are ballisti, cannons, and a dragonator here. When choosing certain quests, we also have a few other things we want to pay attention to. If we're doing a Prowler quest with a large monster target, but the text on the first page doesn't have these characters, then it means we are supposed to break a specific part rather than hunt it. If we're doing G-rank deviant quests and this text appears near the bottom of the second page, that means that the first cart that gets counted against your reward money will actually result in failure of the quest. Finally, if you find yourself unable to accept or join a quest, check the second page. This section lists the requirements for the quest. In addition to HR, select quests have requirements such as this, which means you can't wear armor or talismans, or this, which means you can't bring items other than what's in your gunner pouch. After we select our quest, next up is grabbing food. As I mentioned last time, food recipes are created by talking to the proprietress and combining ingredients. As you go through the game, you'll get better ingredients that combine to make better food. If a request in your log has these kanji in the bottom entry on its second page, that means that completing the request will gain you another ingredient. When it comes time to eat the food, we have these options. Order a meal, use voucher, which will waive the price of the meal and cause it to grant 50 stamina, use gourmet voucher, which will waive the price of the meal, cause it to grant 50 stamina, and guarantee that you get every food skill. Or, once you've reached a certain point in the game, you can request a rife roast, which will have the chef cook some meat or fish for you while you're out on a quest. Cooked fish are particularly useful as, once eaten, they'll cause you to instantly recover all of your red recovery health. But let's order a meal. Here we can see the guaranteed effects of each meal. This is Hunter Health, this is Hunter Stamina, this is Palico Health, this is Palico Enthusiasm, and this is any attack, defense, or resistance buff the meal will give. Attack buffs look like this, with these kanji meaning attack, and also appearing on our status screen next to our attack power. Defense buffs look like this, with these kanji meaning defense, and also appearing on our status screen next to our defense. And resistance buffs look like this, with their element being the first kanji shown. If the chef's hat icon is shown next to a meal, that means the chef is fired up to make that meal, and it'll give more stamina than usual and have a better chance at granting you more skills. As for food skills, I'll give a rundown of every food skill, both at the end of the video and linked in the description. But for now, here are a few useful ones that are easy to recognize and easy to find. For attack-giving foods made without drinks, the first sauce option has Feline Polisher, reducing the scrapes required to use a whetstone. The second has Feline Slugger, granting a bit more knockout power to impact attacks. The third has Feline Specialist, increasing the potency of your abnormal status attacks. The fourth has Feline Sharpshooter, which increases the damage of normal bullets for bowguns. And the fifth has Feline Temper, which increases bow and bowgun damage at the cost of increased deviation and arrow spread for rapider spread arrows. If defense is your thing, defense foods made without drinks offer Feline Defender High in the second sauce option, giving a 25% chance of taking only 70% of the normal damage when you get hit. And Feline Moxie in the fourth option, letting you survive an otherwise lethal hit with 1 HP once per quest, if you had at least 64 HP when you got hit. Resistance foods made with drinks offer Feline Insurance in their fourth sauce option, causing the first card in a quest to carry no penalty for the quest reward. If you're after gathering, go for resistance food that wasn't made with drinks. The first sauce has skills for general gathering, and third for transporting. You can also grab the last sauce on the first page of a defense or resistance food made with drinks to get Feline Explorer, guaranteeing you'll start in the secret area if your quest would have started you in a random area. Also, keep an eye out for these two food skills, as they're Unlucky Cat, which causes you to start with 25 health or 25 max stamina, or both, with the stamina penalty being replaced by starting with 0 acorns for prowlers, and Unfortunate Cat, which causes you to start with 25 max stamina or the confusion status, or both. Finally, this is Feline Game Changer, which guarantees that if your quest takes place in an unstable environment, a monster will invade. Now that we've had our food, we just need to pick the right item set out of our 24 available slots, and then we'll be good to go. Pay attention when grabbing your set, though, as if this red text appears, that means some items were missing. While on quests, take note of the cat found in most base camps, the Transporter. We can use his services once per quest to send items back to our item box in the village, thus freeing up inventory space for more gathering. His menu has 3 options: deposit items, withdraw items, and deliver items. It's easy to forget he's here, but he can be a great help if you're gathering up a storm. If you leave his menu, he'll ask if you're sure you want to cancel the delivery request, even if you didn't give him anything. And one last thing I'll cover before getting to the reference portion of this video is that it's worth talking to the male cat in town on occasion. Since Street Pass isn't a thing on the Switch, he's been repurposed to give items every few quests, rather than every few Street Passes, making him a great source of free stuff. Now let's move on to the reference section. This time I'll be going over 3 things: key quests, quests with objectives that aren't immediately obvious based on the icons, and food skills. All of these will have reference charts linked in the description below. And as a bit of forewarning, sometimes not all key quests in a set are available from the beginning. If you can't find all of them, just do the other ones and they should show up. I'll be showing the pages for the exact quests you need to do, so if all else fails, you can match the quest name. We'll start with village key quests. For 1 star, we have a quest to deliver 8 unique ferns in the Jurassic Frontier, a quest to deliver 5 abyssal mushrooms in the Jurassic Frontier, a quest to slay 10 Macau in the Jurassic Frontier, and a quest to slay 10 Jaggy in the Jurassic Frontier. In 2 star, we need to slay 5 Renoplos in the Jurassic Frontier, hunt a Gendrome in the Dunes, hunt a Cephadrome in the Dunes, and slay 5 Hermitars in the Dunes. While they're not required to rank up to 3 star, if we want to eventually rank up to 6 star, we will also be required to do request quests from the village chiefs. These quests ask us to slay 10 Velociprey in the Verdant Hills, hunt a Velocidrome in the Verdant Hills, slay 10 Geoprey in the Arctic Ridge, hunt a Bulldrome in the Arctic Ridge, slay 8 Jagia in the Misty Peaks, and hunt an Argyros in the Misty Peaks. In 3 star, we need to hunt a Yonkutku in the Jurassic Frontier, hunt a Daimyo Hermitar in the Dunes, deliver 8 Abyssal Mushrooms in the Jurassic Frontier, hunt a Nibblesnarf in the Dunes, hunt a Royal Ludroth in the Deserted Island, and hunt a Gypsaros in the Marshlands. While they're not required to rank up to 4 star, if we want to eventually rank up to 6 star, we'll also be required to do more request quests from the village chiefs. These quests ask us to hunt a Yonkutku in the Verdant Hills, deliver 2 Wyvern Eggs in the Verdant Hills, hunt a Kezu in the Arctic Ridge, deliver 3 Popotongues in the Arctic Ridge, hunt a Royal Ludroth in the Misty Peaks, and hunt a Bulldrome in the Misty Peaks. Reaching Village 4 star will level our Bistro up to level 2, increasing the chances for the chef to be fired up, as well as increasing the chances that food skills will activate. In 4 star, we need to hunt a Rathian in the Verdant Hills, hunt a Nargacuga in the Misty Peaks, hunt a Najarala in the Marshlands, hunt 2 Kezu in the Marshlands, and capture a Shogun Ceanataur in the Volcano. In 5 star, we need to hunt an Astalos in the Verdant Hills, hunt a Gammoth in the Arctic Ridge, hunt a Mizutsune in the Misty Peaks, hunt a Lagiacrus in the Deserted Island, hunt a Rathalos in the Volcano, and hunt an Uragon in the Volcano. Doing any 5 of these quests will raise our Bistro to the maximum level, further increasing the chances for the chef to be fired up and of activating food skills. In 6 star, we need to hunt a Gormagala in the Jurassic Frontier, hunt a Zenogre in the Jurassic Frontier, hunt a Tigrex in the Dunes, hunt a Seregios in the Dunes, and hunt a Brachydios in the Deserted Island. Once we've reached Village 7 star, we're in high rank. For our key quests, we need to hunt a Celtis in the Ancestral Steppe, hunt a Geodrome in the Arctic Ridge, hunt a Baroth in the desert, hunt a Gypsaros in the Primal Forest, hunt a Tetsukabra in the Jurassic Frontier, deliver 5 burnt shells, those Valfalk scales, in the Ruined Ridge, hunt a Royal Ludroth in the Misty Peaks, hunt a Daimyo Hermitar in the desert, and deliver 10 Starstones in the Ruined Ridge. Once we've delivered the burnt shells, we unlock the ability to research item deliveries and our first item box upgrade at the Waikatami Airship's laboratory. In 8 star, we have to hunt a Rathian in the Ruined Ridge, hunt a Nibblesnarf in the desert, hunt a Basarios in the Marshlands, hunt a Plesioth in the Ruined Ridge, hunt a Nargacuga in the jungle, hunt a Lavasioth in the volcano, hunt a Zamtrios in the Frozen Seaway, and hunt an Uragon in the Volcanic Hollow. Upon reaching 9 star, we'll have unlocked the ability to research the second item box expansion. For our key quests, we have to hunt a Rathalos in the Ruined Ridge, hunt a Zenogre in the jungle, hunt a Tigrex in the Frozen Seaway, hunt a Barioth in the Frozen Seaway, hunt a Glavenus in the Jurassic Frontier, hunt an Astalos in the Verdant Hills, hunt a Gammoth in the Arctic Ridge, hunt a Mizutsune in the Misty Peaks, and hunt a Gormagala in the Ruined Ridge. Reaching Village 10 star is one of 2 requirements to unlock the final item box expansion, along with reaching G3 in the pub. In 10 star, there are technically no key quests, as it's the highest village rank, but if you want to unlock the advanced quests, you need to hunt a Seregios in the desert, hunt a Diablos in the desert, hunt a Rajang in the desert, hunt a Brachydios in the Volcanic Hollow, hunt a Deviljho in the Arctic Ridge, slay a Shigaru Magala, slay a Nakarkos, slay an Akantor, slay an Ukonlos, slay an Amatsu, and slay an Elatrion. Now let's move on to the Hunter's Hub. In 1 star, we need to hunt a Tetsukabra in the Jurassic Frontier, hunt a Gypsaros in the Jurassic Frontier, hunt a Yonkutku in the Verdant Hills, hunt a Lagombi in the Arctic Ridge, and hunt a Royal Ludroth in the Misty Peaks. In 2 star, we have to hunt a Nibblesnarf in the Dunes, hunt a Najarala in the Verdant Hills, hunt a Yongaruga in the Verdant Hills, capture a Nargacuga in the Misty Peaks, hunt a Rathian in the Misty Peaks, and hunt a Malfestio in the Deserted Island. In 3 star, we need to hunt a Gormagala in the Jurassic Frontier, hunt a Seregios in the Dunes, hunt a Gammoth in the Arctic Ridge, hunt a Mizutsune in the Misty Peaks, hunt a Rathalos and Rathian in the Deserted Island, and capture a Glavenus in the Volcano. Getting to 4 star puts us in high rank. Our 4 star key quests are to hunt a Quechawacha in the Ancestral Steppe, hunt a Celtis in the Primal Forest, hunt a Daimyo Hermitar in the Dunes, and hunt a Yonkutku and Gypsaros in the Verdant Hills. In 5 star, we need to hunt a Malfestio in the Primal Forest, hunt a Najarala in the Primal Forest, hunt a Zamtrios in the Frozen Seaway, hunt a Yongaruga in the Volcanic Hollow, and hunt a Lavasioth in the Volcano. In 6 star, we need to hunt an Astalos in the Ancestral Steppe, hunt a Celtis Queen in the Primal Forest, hunt an Agnactor in the Volcanic Hollow, hunt a Glavenus in the Volcanic Hollow, and hunt a Duramboros in the Marshlands. In 7 star, we need to slay a Shigaru Magala, hunt an Astalos and Rathian in the Ancestral Steppe, hunt a Mizutsune and Malfestio in the Primal Forest, hunt a Gammoth and Zamtrios in the Frozen Seaway, hunt a Brachydios in the Volcanic Hollow, and hunt a Glavenus and Uragon in the Volcanic Hollow. Upon clearing 7 stars Urgents, we'll hit G rank and need to go to the Hunter's Pub. In G1, we need to hunt a Yonkutku in the Ruined Ridge, hunt a Gypsaros in the Ancestral Steppe, hunt a Cephadrome and Daimyo Hermitar in the Dunes, hunt a Geodrome and Boldrome in the Arctic Ridge, and hunt a pair of Royal Ludroth in the Misty Peaks. In G2, we need to hunt a Rathian in the Ruined Ridge, hunt a Plesioth in the Desert, hunt a Congalala in the Jungle, hunt a Nersilla in the Primal Forest, hunt a Volvodon and Great Macau in the Jurassic Frontier, and hunt a Basarios in the Marshlands. Reaching G3 is one of the 2 requirements to unlock the final item box expansion at the Wycademy Airship's laboratory, along with reaching Village 10 star. In G3, we need to hunt an Astalos in the Ruined Ridge, hunt a Glavenus in the Desert, hunt a Mizutsune in the Jungle, hunt a Barioth in the Frozen Seaway, hunt a Gammoth in the Frozen Seaway, and hunt a Gravios in the Volcanic Hollow. Finally, in G4, we need to hunt a Diablos in the Desert, hunt a Deviljho in the Jungle, hunt a Tigrex in the Primal Forest, hunt a Rajang in the Arctic Ridge, hunt a Glavenus and Gravios in the Volcano, and hunt an Agnactor and Duramboros in the Arena. Now that we've covered all the key quests, it's time to move on to non-key quests whose objectives aren't immediately obvious based on the icons. First up, Village quests. In 1 star, this quest is to deliver 3 Dragon Amber pieces. This quest asks for 3 Immortal Moths. And this quest asks for 3 Kelby Horns, dropped more often by KOing the Kelbies with impact weapons. In 2 star, this quest asks for 3 Ancient Berries, dropped as sparklies if you attack a Laranoth while it's eating from a tree. This quest asks for 20 unique ferns. This quest asks for 5 tropical berries. This quest asks for 5 Piscine livers. This quest asks for 3 premium sashimi. This quest asks for 10 mountain herbs. This quest asks for 10 unique mushrooms. This quest asks for 10 super sprouts. This quest asks for 5 unique ferns. And this quest asks for 8 abyssal mushrooms. In 3 star, this quest asks for 3 brocade fish. This quest asks for 5 Apsaros livers. This quest asks for 10 unique mushrooms. This quest asks for 3 Gargwa eggs. This quest asks for 5 royal honey. This quest asks for 5 ripened mushrooms, dropped by Alteroths with blue abdomens. This quest asks for 5 Mufa fur, gotten more easily by hitting Mufas with cutting weapons. This quest asks for 10 royal rhinos. This quest asks for 8 balmstone pieces. This quest asks for 3 premium sashimi. And this quest asks for 5 Mufa fur. In 4 star, this quest asks for 2 eternal fossils. This quest asks for 10 unique ferns, and then either time up or a paw pass ticket. This quest asks for 2 meteor chunks. This quest asks for 10 balmstone pieces. This quest asks for 15 coal. This quest asks you to break a Great Macaw's crest. This quest asks for 3 Gargwa eggs. This quest asks for 4 Carapacion brains. And this quest asks for 3 golden fish. In 5-star, this quest asks for 10 unique mushrooms, and then either a paw pass or time up. This quest asks for 1 wyvern egg, and this quest asks you to break a Yonkutku's ears. In 6-star, this quest asks for 20 unique mushrooms, and this quest asks you to break a Daimyo Hermitar's shell. In 7-star, this quest asks for 2 wyvern eggs. This quest asks for 10 tropical berries, and this quest asks for 9 high-rise Ilingi. In 8-star, this quest asks for 10 high-rise Ilingi. This quest asks for 10 pretty seashells. This quest asks for 2 wyvern eggs. This quest asks for 10 immortal moths. This quest asks for 3 golden fish. This quest asks for 2 herbivore eggs. And this quest asks you to break a Kongalala's crest. In 9-star, this quest asks for 2 wyvern eggs. And this quest asks you to destroy a Basarios' chest. In 10-star, this quest asks for 2 herbivore eggs, and this quest asks you to destroy a Duramboros' hump. Now moving on to the Hunter's Hub. In 1-star, this quest asks for 20 unique ferns. This quest asks for 20 tropical berries. This quest asks for 20 unique mushrooms. This quest asks for 20 mountain herbs. This quest asks for 10 balmstone pieces, and this quest asks for 10 mountain herbs. In 2-star, this quest asks for 8 Piscine livers. This quest asks for 20 unique mushrooms, and this quest asks for 5 silver crickets. In 3-star, this quest asks for 3 eternal fossils. This quest asks for 20 coal, and this quest asks for 4 golden fish. In 4-star, this quest asks for 20 unique mushrooms. This quest asks for 10 crystal bones. This quest asks for 10 slagtoth oil. This quest asks for 3 white livers, gotten by defeating Kelbies with non-impact damage. And this quest asks for 12 Piscine livers. In 5-star, this quest asks for 10 bloodstones. This quest asks for 5 monster guts. This quest asks for 20 coal. This quest asks you to break a Quetzalcoatl's ears, and this quest asks for 3 silverfish. In 6-star, this quest asks for 2 quartz ores. This quest asks for 10 coal, and then either time up or a paw pass ticket. This quest asks for 30 coal. This quest asks you to break a Malfestio's head, and this quest asks for 2 meteor chunks. In 7-star, this quest asks you to break an Uragon's chin. Now for the pub. In G1, this quest asks for 10 high-rise Ilingi, and this quest asks for 20 tropical berries. In G2, this quest asks for 20 starstones. This quest asks for 20 pretty seashells. This quest asks for 6 golden fish. This quest asks for 20 coal. This quest asks for 15 unique mushrooms. And this quest asks you to break a Royal Ludroth's mane. In G3, this quest asks for 20 coal, and this quest asks you to break a Nersilla's Gypsaros skin shroud. Finally, in G4, this quest asks you to break a Legiocrus's head, and this quest asks you to break a Gravios's back. And before we move on to food skills, I just want to take a moment to talk about the game's 5 monsters for whom there are no unique icons during quest selection. This is Atlal-Ka, this is Alatreon, this is Fatalis, this is Crimson Fatalis, and this is White Fatalis. Atlal-Ka is the only one that appears in this location, and the only one with a dot in its name. Alatreon is the only one that appears on Ingle Isle and can't be repelled, and it doesn't share a name with the Fatalis trio. Since the Fatalises aren't listed by different names, we have to use placement to tell them apart. Regular Fatalis comes first, occupying Castle Shrade. Crimson Fatalis is next, on Ingle Isle. Finally, we have White Fatalis, again in Castle Shrade. Keep all these tips in mind and you'll be able to identify the targets of any quest in the game. Now let's move on to what we've all been waiting for, food skills. I'll list each one with its localized or translated name, what it does, and also how I recognize certain important ones. This is Feline Delegation, which heals teammates in the area for 100 health if you cart. It's one of only 2 skills with an exclamation point in its name, and the only one of those to have these kanji in its description, which mean recovery and also appear in the name of potion items. This is Feline Temper, which increases gunner's damage by 5% in exchange for increased deviation and arrow spread. The last kanji in its name is also seen in the kanji for attack. This is Feline Medic, which increases healing items' efficacy by 10%, speeds up red health recovery, and makes antidote herbs and bitter bugs always work. This is Feline Acrobat, which speeds up recovery after you've been sent flying by monsters. This is Feline Super Cat, which reduces stamina consumption and prevents flinching from weak attacks when transporting items. This is Feline Strong Cat, which prevents flinching from weak attacks when transporting items. This is Feline Riser Low, which doubles invincibility time when standing up after being sent flying by monsters. This is Feline Riser High, which triples invincibility time when standing up after being sent flying by monsters. The Riser skills are the only ones with both a size and this kanji, which means up, as they involve getting up. This is Feline Trainer, which gives Palicos and Prowlers 1.5 times the normal experience points upon quest completion. This is the only food skill with these characters in it, which also appear in the menu as the option for accessing our Palico info. This is Feline Foodie, which lets you keep meal effects even if you cart. This is Feline Accountant, which gives you extra Wicademy points upon quest completion. This is Feline Carver Low, which gives a 13% chance you'll get one extra carve from any given target. This is Feline Carver High, which gives a 26% chance you'll get one extra carve from any given target. The Carver skills are the only ones that have a size and this kanji, which means body, which is what you're carving. This is Feline Super Carver, which prevents flinching from weak attacks while carving. This is Feline Game Changer, which guarantees that an invader will show up if you're on a quest with an unstable environment. Its description has these kanji in it, which also appear in the unstable environment icon. This is Feline Heroics, which gives you 35% more attack power when you have less than 10 health. It has the Fire kanji, and this kanji, which means power, and it gives you unparalleled firepower. This is Feline Pyro, which turns all your bombs into their plus versions, gives a 50% damage boost to your alchemy bazooka, and gives 10% extra damage to explosions caused by your blast weapons. It's got these kanji in it, which also happen to be in the name of the fire herb item. This is Feline Charisma, which guarantees you can talk to the Veggie Elder a full 6 times per quest. This is Feline Exchanger, which causes you to receive 1.5 times the normal amount of hunter rank points upon quest completion. This is Cool Cat, which grants 15 points of attack for 30 seconds after you use the kick-back gesture for 5 seconds. This is Feline Slugger, which gives your impact attacks 10% extra KO damage. It's got KO in its name. This is Feline Groomer, which halves the duration of defense down, resistance down, and elemental blights. It also reduces rolls required to get rid of Fire Blight and Blast Blight. This is Feline Fighter, which gives your Shadow Box gesture 5 times its normal damage. This is Feline Polisher, which reduces the amount of scrapes needed to sharpen your weapon by 1 to 3. This is Feline Dung Master, which guarantees Dung Bomb combination success, and that Dung Bomb susceptible monsters will leave when hit by your Dung Bombs. It's got the Dung Bomb's name in its name. This is Feline Bulldozer, which increases effective weapon sharpness when attacking immediately after a previous attack bounced. This is Feline Gatherer, which increases your chance to get additional items from gathering points from 25 out of 32 to 28 out of 32. This is Feline Sharpshooter, which increases the damage of normal shot by 10%. This is Feline Kickboxer, which causes your kicks to do 5 times the usual damage, and send allies flying. This is Feline Hornblower, which grants a 25% chance that horn and flute items won't break when they otherwise would. This is Feline Slider, which doubles the effects of your inputs when trying to escape from a monster's pin. This is Feline Oracle, which displays the locations of large monsters on your map for 30 seconds after the quest starts. This is Feline Black Belt, which reduces stamina consumption by 25% when evading, blocking, or performing other actions that eat stamina in chunks. This is Feline Booster, which increases your attack by 3 and your defense by 10 for 10 minutes at the start of a quest. This is Feline Courage, which prevents you from flinching when you're spotted by monsters. This is Feline Lander, which reduces recovery time and prevents dropping items when landing from high places. This is the first kanji of its description. It looks like a stack of things, and it means high, or tall. This is Feline Combiner Low, which increases combination success rates by 10%. This is Feline Combiner High, which increases combination success rates by 20%. This is Feline Fisher, which guarantees that fish will bite immediately and makes it easier to reel in large fish. This is Feline Supplier, which causes supplies to be delivered immediately upon quest start. This is Feline Woodsman, which gives a 25% chance that pickaxes and bug nets won't break when they otherwise would have. This is Feline Escape Artist, which halves stamina consumption when running away from large monsters. This is Feline Hurler, which doubles damage, increases speed, and increases range for hunters' thrown items, and gives Prowler's boomerangs a 10% attack boost. This is Feline Specialist, which boosts your abnormal status attack's potency by 12.5%. This is Feline Moxie, which, if you have at least 64 HP when you get hit, lets you survive an otherwise lethal attack with 1 HP once per quest. If you're poisoned or have Fire Blight afterward, you'll still end up dead, and the skill will still be used up. It's the only food skill to have this character in its name. It's also one of only 2 that have this in the description, with this one having them in parentheses at the end. This is Feline Fur Coating, which negates damage from lava and prevents poison from poison bogs. This is Feline Provoker, which increases your chances of being targeted by large monsters. This is Feline Hostler, which makes allies' attacks fill up your mount meter more quickly while mounting monsters. This is Feline Rider, which makes it easier for you to mount monsters and fill up your mount meter when mounting. This is Feline Deflector, which halves sharpness reduction when your attacks bounce. This is Feline Cliffhanger, which reduces stamina consumption by 25% and prevents flinches from weak attacks when climbing. It still works when transporting items. This is Feline Gripper, which prevents you from falling if hit by weak attacks while climbing. It still works while transporting items. This is Feline Explorer, which guarantees you'll start in the secret area when on quests with randomized start locations. The second line of its description starts with this text, which means secret area. This is Feline Insomniac, which prevents you from sleeping during the quest, including at base camp. It's one of 2 skills with this kanji, meaning not, and it also has this kanji, which appears in the name of the sleep status. This is Feline Feet, which prevents you from being knocked on your butt by attacks. This is Feline Defender Low, which gives a 1 in 8 chance of taking 70% of normal damage from an attack. This is Feline Defender High, which gives a 1 in 4 chance of taking 70% of normal damage from an attack. The Defender skills have a size kanji, and also these 2, which mean defense and can be seen next to our defense stat. This is Feline Bombardier, which gives a 10% boost to Ballista, Cannon, Gunlance Shelling, and Wyvern Fire damage, and a 15% damage boost to Charge Blade Impact Files and to Bowgun's Crag, Tri-Blast, Cannon, and Wyvern Shot damage. This is Feline Insurance, which causes the first card in a quest to carry no penalty for the quest reward. It won't stack if multiple hunters get it. This is the other of the 2 skills with these characters paired up in its description, but this time they're not in parentheses and not at the end. This is Feline Weakener, which increases the chances that a quest's monsters will have reduced health and damage output. This is the other of the 2 skills with an exclamation point in its name, and it's got these characters in its description, which read Monster, and also appear in the option to open our monster list. This is Unlucky Cat, which guarantees that you'll start the quest with either 25 health, 25 max stamina, or both. The stamina penalty is replaced by starting with 0 acorns for Prowlers. Only the luck-related skills have these 2 characters at the start of their names, and this one at the end, so they're easy to pick apart from the rest. Learn to associate the second-to-last kanji in these skills to the skill itself. In this case, the kanji means bad or evil, and has a plus sign trapped inside it, as if it's holding it hostage. This is Crazy Lucky Cat, which doubles reward money at the end of a quest. Its second-to-last kanji means gold or money, and looks like a shovel digging for gold under a mountain. This is Ultra Lucky Cat, which guarantees 1 extra item on each of the first 2 rows of rewards at the end of a quest. Its second-to-last kanji has a lot of lines, which corresponds to it bringing a lot of luck. This is Lucky Cat, which gives a 50% chance of 1 extra item on each of the first 2 rows of rewards at the end of a quest. Its second-to-last kanji means happiness, and all the horizontal lines make it look kinda like the lucky coin on a Meowth's forehead. Finally, this is Unfortunate Cat, which guarantees that you'll start the quest with either 25 max stamina, the Confusion status, or both. It's the only other skill with the kanji for not in it, and it's a luck skill, making it easy to spot as it's not fortunate. And after all that, we're now done with this part of the import guide. Next up, I'll be covering SP mode, alchemy items, and weapon-specific information. like how to tell file and ammo types apart, as well as hunter arts. See you then, friends.